Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna start an early stream today. Okay. Hey, hello there everybody, this is FF14 here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 14. And today I figured I may as well start an early stream. I've been contemplating on when the times that I'm going to be doing a stream on, so hoping that maybe some days I'll go ahead and just start an early stream. So then that way there'll be people from other sides of the world that may want to join in and stuff. But anyways, let's continue along with the story mode. And oh yes, as you all can see, you might not be able to see because I'm in the way. I am at 191,000 gil. I know, I wanted to take a chance on crafting in order for me to get money. So I got some very expensive materials. So let me see if it pays off. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's see. Sell an item at the market. Yeah, see? Night Steal All. Okay, so now it's a bid war. Okay. Okay. What's going on here? How come this thing says no data? Okay, I truly don't know why. Okay, but anyways, we got a bid war. Yeah, okay. Alright, but anyways, we got a bid war here. Okay, earlier this morning, I crafted this sucker. This person over here was the only one who had this. Yeah, this person over here is the only one who had it who made this at the time. But then this person over here came in and made it again. You know what I mean. So now us three are gonna have a bid war to see which one of us is gonna get bought first. So this person here started it all. He had like 397,000 gil. This person here had it for 299,000 gil. So let's go ahead and beat his butt, his or her butt. So we are going to go down in price. So we're going to go for, let's go do for 297. Okay, I'm serious. Someone's been watching the stream. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now, you ain't gotta be fudging kidding me. Okay, I started the stream early and then this happened. Okay. Okay, but anyways, we are at 297,000 now. This one had it for 299,000. So we got him down to 2,000 more. So, I mean 2,000 bucks less. And I'm counting on that thing. So I can buy myself an apartment in the kin house. I mean in the free company house. Okay. Okay, who are you? King of the castle. Greeting honored, sir. You should be answering yes, please. Mara, to what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? I beg your pardon? Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion of how to invest the wealth of Ul'dah? My dear Mara, I have you to thank for this recognition. I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me. Truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have had the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garabone with gold. I don't even know what a garabone is. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you. Say at the Scion's former headquarters in Dandelion. The Waking Sands would seem suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Mara, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Okay, so we gotta go to Ul'dah now. I just hope that I really do hope that one thing that I crafted with expensive, pretty darn expensive stuff. I'll show you. Let me see. It should be here. Not that. Okay, not that. Where is it? Not you. Not you. Not you. Okay, where did it go? Did I, here we go, this. This stuff. Right the fudge here. This sucker right here is expensive ASF. I think it was like about 15,000 gil for one of these. Man, I should have been a weaver. In fact, maybe I'll do that. My secondary crafting class is gonna be a weaver, maybe. There we go. Oh, I mean, I go. Oh, it's this way. Man! There you are. What's up, Nanimo? Welcome back, Marl. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? With Lolorito? And did you agree to this? Well, I'm aware of his standings in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monetarist at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah effectively. Very well, I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go ahead of the Waking Sands and prepare its coming. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had the occasion to visit. To work then, the hour of meeting draws near, and I gather my thoughts and pray to see the appointed room of our hour. Go to the freaking meeting room. That's a storage area.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
Yeah, I think Lolorita likes her.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
Ah!
Would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Head pass for Lolorito.
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I am glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more.
Yeah, them two are liking each other.
To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar.
You asked a proportion of subsequent profits being promised to Uldar.
I am impressed, your grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
I know exactly where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
I know exactly where. The freaking sultry.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Sultry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
Okay, sorry about that.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as Your Grace desired.
Fudge, yeah.
A deal is struck then.
What kind of quest are you? I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Mara. I could not have done it without you. And I don't need any of this food. Gonna go for that. Of course, the course is decided, and I shall return to the palace with my mistress. Begin work on implementing the peculiars of the plan. Oh, it would prevail upon you one more time, Moro. I ask that you convey the details of negotiations to Commander Hex on your return to Alamigo. Okay, my thanks again. We have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both. Urianje, how's it going, buddy? The king yet, the king lives. Drop dead Shiva. I'm definitely gonna have to make up a day for raiding. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to put aside a day for raiding. Wow, you're back. What did Nanimo? Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So Raoban says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. I am pleased to hear that she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the sultry does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another. Question: after all it has happened, he is the very last person I would expect to turn for advice. But on a particular note, practical note, at least assuming the intern government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat I would like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Ul'dah to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alpha Node, it's like Kugani never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? Yes, but you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Sultry's residents. Wizcar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what's to think of the idea of agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along tomorrow? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should want to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Alphanode has access to freaking Ulda's tax records. Or treasury records. And I can fly too. What matter of mischief brings you young yins to old what this time, eh? Canadians. They want to rebuild the salt tree. Granddad, Mara, tell them about the deal. Well, bugger me, I never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was, but it sounds like it's about to change. There's one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cull the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help to the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about setting up regular patrols. I am sure she assigned me to the lock, if I asked. I appreciate that, Wizcar, my lad. Surely I would. Does this mean that you've gotten better with your blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. But you have some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Mara? Thinking you cast over the local beasties to teach me how to deal with them? I'll do my best. Let's not waste time. I'll see you at the lock. Well, unless you're busy attending the local fauna, I shall head of a Master Watt has to restore the sultry to its former glory. Good hunting. Okay, so we're going to train someone to be a monster hunter. Alright, I'm down for that. I am seriously down to train a rookie. Okay, right there, Marl. I got a spyglass over here. You can take a closer look at these pets. They got good measure, and you can tell me what to do. And I'll see how it's get done. Okay, search your surroundings for yabbies. Move your camera with right trigger and A. Right trigger RA. Okay? Okay, observe the weak points. are to rotate camera. Okay. Huh. Usually the scorpion's tail would be a weakness. The neck? Huh. Oh, CCM Plays. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? And yes, it has been a long time. Ah. Let's see. How do you like the Atomic Tesla V1? Atomic Tesla V1. I never driven that car. How do you like it? I upgraded it and made it way better. Did you remember it? Um, okay. I guess my memory is not as good as it used to be. I'm guessing that's just one of the things of being old. I really don't remember the Atomic Tesla. All I remember that Tesla is a car and an inventor. Okay. Oh, sure. That'll be awesome, CCM. Okay, thanks, Morrow. I did just as you told me, and a wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. I think I can handle yabbies now. We should try to look for something different. What else is out there? Search your surroundings for Phobats. You may move the camera as well. Ah! I'll stream it in Discord. Could you watch it at around 5 p.m. EST? Yeah, I think I can do that, sure. I think I can, but I can't give any promises, though. But I'll watch it when I can. The Valbat's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core could render the salt golem inanimate. You sense a power pulsating from its brow. A Phobat, how to defeat one of those? Destroy the core within its brow. I'll try to stab it in the eye instead. Yeah! And it's not easy fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo, watching your every move, but I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Mar. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we need to set it sultry before Granddad starts to worry that I have been snipped into pieces by a yet fatty hatchling. I see you've returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? I fought them myself. After a bit of instruction from Morrow here. Like I once started to learn. Once I've shared what I learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad, a fun young man you've become, Vizcar. A fun young man indeed. Too often of late, I hear tales of folks over in the city, drunk on victory and hunger for vengeance. Their heads stuck firmly in the past, but yet set our sights on the future and on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the sultry ready to work, getting the sultry ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. It seems Wizcard has the sultry security well in hand. Meanwhile, we have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. A message from General Alden. My apologies for interruption, sir, but the General would like to speak with you in your earliest convenience. Oh, come on. Do not feel obliged to wait around for my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt. And act as an intermediary for our business partners in Ul'dah. You should go. General Alden asks for you to wait him by the main gate in Alamigan quarters. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. Got a little flying. Okay.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. It would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Oh, those motherfudgers.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Execution is not the answer.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Yeah, the Warrior of Light says not to execute those motherfudgers.
Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Okay.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamigan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't.
Ilbert's decisions was his own.
My homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
He's sad about it.
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
Fudge, yeah. Ralbon being a scion for the win.
But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Okay, so basically what he's doing is to make sure that we keep Ralbon straight. That took longer than I intended, but at least I know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arvold, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Anata arrived at the main gate. And I don't mean the Vera. These are Galliana, the ones that summoned the Primal. They insisting that they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribes, but assumed that Galliana would refuse it out of hand. We had best see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Maro, you've dealt with these people before. I have you at my side. Thank you. Speak with Lise. Okay. Alright, Lise. Maro, Ralbon, it's good to see you. The Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. But we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Garabania home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Anata. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you surrender any crystal jewelry you have. You have my word that it'll be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, and but you will not have our weapons. We do not so foolish to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. Well, I guess it's a compromise. And we will have people standing guard. Alright, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to the meeting chamber. Why do I have the feeling we're welcoming a viper into our midst? Okay, inventory. Okay, where's that thing at? Okay, block 3. Oh, there it is. And let's see. Oh, there it is. There you go. We gonna trust up Raubon? Fudge? Yeah. The community of elders' intentions seems at odds with all we know her tribe. What do you think, Marla? The enthralled cannot be trusted. It is said that once a creature has fallen under sway of a primal, there is no salvation. I strongly doubt that the Kailana have suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the silence? Of course we can. I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Alamican quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Marla. Yeah, my thanks. I'll see you in the palace. Ah. Mara, I brought reinforcements. Arval told me of your arrival of our unexpected guest, and I agree that it'll be prudent to call upon Y'shtola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful with dealing with the enthralled. I am not familiar with the snake tribe myself, but Alice's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races, despised it. In fact, even compared to the other Anata. This apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, I imagine. Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Y'shtola and I can guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over the inside of the throne room itself. Understood. We shall join General Alden then. Mara, do you know the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, on top of the stairs. The guards there should have been instructed to let us pass. We are the Scions, sir. General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside if you follow me. Yes, please.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle. As equals, and I hope, as friends.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and position them to consider a joint government.
Yep, a Congress, if you will.
All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Regenford. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Get away from Lise!
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Girabania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
They had freaking underground crystals. Okay. Get the fudge out of there, people.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
It's underground,
We
Lise.
can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the...
It's up to us.
Yep. Warrior of Lights. Well, that was the old Alliance policy. Yeah! Okay. Alright, we got some more people to pwn.
The guards were already turned. Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
That won't be enough.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
Alright, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Okay. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't fight back foot forever. No, darn it, if I think like that, we already lost. I have the Warrior of Light on my side. We can do this. Isn't that right? Yeah, use the duty action, deflect to dissipate the Aether Sphere's Lakshmi is released in battle. Be warned, allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether Sphere as a result of failure. Okay. Oh.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
Okay, there we go. Come on, no. Better not. There we go.
I shall free you from your hate.
Really? I did my best.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
The only one with an artificial echo.
Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Alright, I'm down. I'm game. Okay, out of there. Okay, there we go. Okay, come on. What does that stuff do? Okay, over there now. Yeah, quickly get the fudge out of here. Alright. We got the gas safe. Okay. Active time maneuver? Yep. Yeah, let's go. Uh-oh. Oops. You get these up here. Get those. Get that. Get those. Get that. Yeah, round one.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Says you, lady. Yeah, there you go. Split up. Split up. At least no. Ah. Ooh. Alright, come on, people. Heal me. Get out of there. Oops, am I supposed to stack up to her? Oh. Okay, it's all good though. Okay. Damage mitigation. Good old third eye for the win. She's a hurt. Come on.
Here it comes!
Nice, Least. You are indeed a pretty primal, but when it comes to primals, I spare them no mercy.
We did it! We beat her!
And our guy there is like saying, just another day in the park.
What is this? I'm only going to say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Seven hells. It's her. The Butcher.
She has to live with the knowledge of her atrocities.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
At least she's starting to forgive herself. Well thought, Maro Arnival. That was a mere thing. I are standing against the snake people. I don't know how to say that name. Would have been brief had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our centuries were. You must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... It's my fault, my stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. A soldier who first spoke in favor of the Kenya, keeping their weapons springs into mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify the others under Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Y'shtola. We appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Ferdola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad that Ragnifrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Ferdola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She just wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Ferdola grew up is partly to blame, if you say the world in which Ferdola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamiga, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show a better way than vengeance. Or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous task you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphanode. The first step will get us to our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but none of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see you not interrupted, Morrow. Even the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest, you've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
Yep.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time.
She's like, yeah. Yeah, go get your man.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
She came on her own.
Rabon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Rabon, I am no longer a child.
Fudge, yeah.
Stay here in your homeland.
Okay.
Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alameda.
Excuse me for just a moment. Yellow. Okay. 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 I will be right there. Okay, I'm on it. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. It looks like this is going to be... I'm sorry for skipping the cutscene. It's just I have a little emergency to take care of. Yeah, sorry for skipping the cutscene, everyone. I have a little emergency. Have a good day, everyone.